As the regular season continues, Smitty, what's it like on those long road trips?
You know, Kevin, it can really wear on you, especially physically. And then being away from home for so long, that's not great. But on the positive side, the lengthy road trips are a chance to bond with your teammates.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Ball and Levine are the guard set. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Fader on the way. And yes, it's good.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Thank you, David.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Milton kicks to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Milton. And Vucevic pulls it down.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done? Under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
Here's Embiid. And that one, good.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. Here's Vucevic. Rebound by the 76ers. Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, you were just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. At the line for one.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Now, here's Ball. 9 points last game. On the wing, Williams. Levine inside the three-point line. And again, unable to change momentum here. Levine against Harden. Top Embiid. To the paint. Here's P. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And a change for the Bulls. Caruso's checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Levine passes to DeRozan. Here's Vucevic. The Bulls with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 9. Down low, here's Embiid. Count that bucket. Embiid's got 9.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
LaVine, that's good.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
He passes to Embiid over Williams. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Passes it to LaVine. Vucevic down low. And Embiid's there.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency. Solid shooting percentages, but he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
No good on the free throw.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a 3-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA, as the game has continued to evolve, so has Vucevic. Recognizing bigs like him have to be able to stretch the floor.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of the Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Bulls trail by 12. Here's Vucevic. The shot off that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Pass to Korkmaz. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Basket good.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 19-7 run. Melton's shot is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Chicago. They trail by 14. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 4. The 3. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Pete.
Alex Caruso playing hard-nosed defense, challenging every shot.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this.
Your Sixers,
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive.
3 points.
They've just been the better team so far.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. The wing set for him, LaVine and DeRozan. Williams is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Ball in at the point. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Ball, no good. The 76ers leading by 13. Harris drives in. Basket counts.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is
Just
Substitution
a
on
new
the
group
court.
here for Philadelphia. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Vucevic checked in for Drummond. Green comes in for Williams. Osumu, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball.
that makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Bulls trail by 14. Outside, Levine. The pass to Osumu. Levine deciding where to go with it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Bulls ball.
.46 seconds left to play in the first half. And Vucevic kicks to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Green, no luck. The 76ers leading by 14. 23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's P. Caruso grabs the miss. Chicago's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Korkmaz fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Furkan Korkmaz. One shot.
That free throw good from Korkmaz. James Harden getting it done for the Philadelphia 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Lonzo Ball.
Harrison and Embiid are manning the post position. He out there with Harden, and it's Milton in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now here is Harris. Pass to Pete. Shot clock at 6. Good on the bucket. 6 points for Pete.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside, Levine. Vucevic against Embiid. Vucevic to the pass, the ball. Shoots from 12. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going. Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
76ers.
Those losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild. Look to the
That's his
future,
second
but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars.
At the line
Trading
for
for
the ball.
Vooch in 21
Nikola
during a losing
Vucevic.
season, then signing DeMar as
Taking
a
two
free
shots.
agent. That's a refreshing approach.
First free throw is good. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
You gotta love what he brings to the table. Nikola Vucevic, not too shabby from the line either. He can shoot it.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. It's an 18-point game. For the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Harden kicks to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. He with the bucket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. No good off the back of the rim. Philadelphia leading by 22. On the wing, Milton. Inside, here's P. Lays it up off the glass. And 12 points for P.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Timeout called, the Bulls.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
All right, coming out to the court right now, it's your Sixers, David.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Shake Milton. Korkmaz checked in for James Harden. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for P. Then for the Bulls, Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
And Chicago has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Caruso. Buries it from three-point range. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Passes it to Korkmaz. Caruso against Melton. Fires from deep. Chicago grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
DeMar DeRozan on the wing, guarded by Harris. Caruso against Melton. Caruso, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistleblower.
You guys play with Harold's level of energy, and that gets him to the line with some frequency.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
That's good from Harrell.
Every coach would appreciate having Montrezl Harrell on their roster. Plays unselfish, does the dirty work, and gives his team an edge.
Javonte Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. And both free throws good for Harrell. And defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that end. Could they be more disruptive? Maybe. But they play to their identity.
And again, Chicago turns it over.
Philadelphia ball.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bassey's checked in.
Charles Bassey. Substitution.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Philadelphia?
I think the mid-range game has been a go-to option for them in this game. And when it's working like it is for them, I see no reason to make a change.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight. And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
So for Chicago right now, Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Ball in at the 1. Bulls trail by 20. Outside, Levine. Back to Ball. Pass to DeRozan. From 17 feet out. No good on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Chicago with the ball. Outside, Levine. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hand. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now, here's DeRozan.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Bulls moving the ball around, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. To the inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bassey's checked in. P.J. Tucker comes in for Harris. George Niang, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Here's P. He dishes it to Tucker. Out to the right wing. P passes to Melton. We talk about players. Steve, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there's some teams who have some great owners.
And here's Bradley. Following the three from P, here's Philadelphia. They're on an 11-2 run.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for P.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something to maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. There's the three. And the Bulls get it back. Dragic kicks to White. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.